Hey, what's up everyone? The Dan Sandwich here, and I'm back in automation and eventually BeamNG.drive. This week, the week that I'm recording this, and hopefully the week that it comes out, as long as it doesn't take me forever to make this video. Two of the most highly anticipated movies of the summer are releasing on the same day, and it is Barbie and Oppenheimer. And only one of those movies has a car in it. So I'm going to be taking advantage of the SEO, the hype surrounding these movies, and I'm going to do my best to try to combine these two. So obviously, Barbie is iconic for her use of a pink first generation Chevy Corvette convertible. You can see it in the movie trailers, and I'm sure it's going to feature heavily in the movie itself. And of course, Oppenheimer is the story of the creation of the nuclear bomb. So I thought, what if I try to combine those two elements into a single vehicle? And you can't use nuclear power in this game. Unfortunately, I don't know why the developers don't think that we want this. But I'm gonna try to do as close as possible. I'm gonna put the most powerful engine I can into this I know it's not a Chevy Corvette. It's as close as I can get without, I don't know. There's probably a mod body for it, but I don't believe in mod bodies. I think it's cheating. But I'm sure eventually I'll break down and download a bunch of them just to mess around with. But for the purposes of this video, I'm going to be taking this car. I'm going to make it look as close as I can to the Barbie Corvette, and I'm going to put the biggest, most powerful engine that I can inside of it. And it's going to be kind of our mashup of Barbie and Oppenheimer. You've seen the memes already, I'm sure. Maybe I'll put a few up on screen right now, so if you're completely in the dark, people are really enjoying the fact that these two very tonally different movies are coming out on the same day. And here I am in the YouTube world trying to take advantage of that. So here we go. This is the body I've chosen. It's what's the official? It's the 1945 coupe. It's, I think, the most Corvette looking body available here. Everything else is kind of not that, so that's why I've chosen it. And again, I'm going to try to make it look as close to a Corvette as possible. I picked the longer of the two wheelbases so that I could fit a bigger engine in there, hopefully. And I'm not going to go insane with this. Like, it's not going to be like carbon fiber. I'm going to try to keep it somewhat realistic, like a resto mod maybe version of this car. So we're going aluminum panel material. We're going to go with a monocoque chassis. Again, because maybe someone likes this body style and they built like a new car up around it. I don't know what the original Corvette chassis type was, but it probably wasn't not a monocoque because not a lot of the cars were using that back then. Let's go with a glued aluminum chassis as well to keep things not insane, but still pretty good. Front longitudinal engine placement. Let's go double wishbone front and rear suspension. And let's just bump this quality slider all the way up, because why not? Let's build a new engine. I'm thinking a V12, and that does fit rather easily in this car. Let's make sure we don't have any of that stuff. We're going to keep it rear-wheel drive for maximum Corvette. How big can we make this engine? Pretty big, I think. I mean, geez, we're already almost at 7 liters. How big is this thing gonna go? All right. Still going. Still going. Still going. Oh my goodness. So we're going to have a 10-liter engine, maybe? Doesn't matter if we're getting yellow arrows. We just don't want red. Oh my goodness. So we're up to 11.6 liters already. It's it's big, obviously, it's really big, but it's still not too big for a rear-wheel drive engine. So we're gonna keep going. How much bigger can we make it? Oh, this is good. This is really good. Let's just crank it up. All right, awesome. The biggest possible engine. I don't have the V16 DLC downloaded. because V16 engines are not really, you know, something you find in most cars, or any cars really. So we have a 16.3 liter V12 engine. This is gonna be fun already. So we're going, again, it's just crazy. We want the best engine possible. We're gonna see just how much power we can cram in this thing. So we're going magnesium, dual overhead cam, 5 valves per cylinder. I know a lot of people would probably say you want to go with 4 so you can do like VVT and stuff, but I don't know. I don't find that stuff to be super useful, honestly. Especially since we're going to turbocharge this. Spoiler alert, we're going to turbocharge this. Let's go... We want the harmonic dampener because we do want this to run. I feel like it may not be able to do that otherwise. Well, like, yeah, VVL is the variable valve lift is what happens if you use the 4 valves per cylinder. But yeah, we are gonna do VVT, and we're also gonna turbocharge the crap out of this thing with 4 turbos. Let's go smart boost. Let's crank that intercooler all the way up because we'll probably need that. And you know, all of the best stuff. Let's go really crazy and go with methanol. I think that's gonna be the best fuel type for all-out power. Tubular race headers. Look at this already, just insanity. It's 4 turbos, the biggest V12 you could possibly fit in this car. This is gonna be fun. This is gonna be really fun. No cat, no mufflers. It doesn't run yet, but it's already making 1,500 horsepower before we even we're gonna figure this out. We're gonna figure out why that's a problem, right? But I'm gonna figure this out, and then I'll probably cut to when it's done, because I don't know if you want to see me work on this exactly. All right, so after a little bit of fiddling around, I got this thing to work. There's still a lot of stress going on, but we do have 4,333 horsepower, which is incredible. It only revs to 7,200 RPM or 7,100 RPM, just because I don't want to stress this thing out even further. But it sounds incredible. This is probably gonna be very loud, so just be aware of that. Yeah, that's a massive quad turbo V12. Also, just for extra fun factor, I did paint as much of the engine as I could to be pink. Why is it lopsided like that? I wonder why it's lopsided like that. Maybe that's the harmonic dampener needs to be better. Also, look at the size of this exhaust. I had to crank the exhaust size all the way up. It is absolutely massive. Look at like the way the turbos like dump into the exhaust. It's like it doesn't even make sense. That's so weird. Yeah, maybe I need to adjust the harmonic dampener. I never like actually look at that, to be honest. Maybe that helps with some stuff I don't know about. Let's crank that all the way up. Does that help anything? I don't know. It doesn't actually seem like it. Oh, okay. That does actually help. All right. Oh, okay. So maybe we can get just a little bit more. Oh no. Yeah. Never mind. Okay. So that's the best we can do right there. It should at least help with the reliability or stuff like that. I don't really necessarily care that this car is heavy. I mean, it's got a gigantic V12 in the front, so it's probably going to be fairly heavy. But the engine works. So I'm going to let's see. Let's finish this up before I start designing it. Of course, we do need to paint it pink. However, so let's go with a nice. I mean the car. It's like the movie car. That's probably closer to it. That works. Yeah, we're going pink, of course. Let's go rear-wheel drive again. Like I said before. And I think we do need a dual clutch transmission just to be able to handle the immense amount of power. I mean, it's saying the estimated top speed is 364, but we can only go up to 332. Only up to 332. Let's crank the quality up all the way as well. We're gonna need semi-slick tires, I believe. Man, these can't get very wide, it seems. I might have to. I don't know. This is not gonna be a good car. I can already tell you that. I mean, for the amount of power that this thing has, it's just there's no way it can be a good car. Let's maybe make the wheels a little bit bigger. Yeah. Yeah, this is gonna be bad. But that's fine. That's not necessarily the point of this. Carbon ceramic brakes. We're gonna need the most powerful carbon ceramic brakes we can get to hopefully slow this thing down. I don't know how much this actually affects like BeamNG, but we'll figure it out. Detachable soft top, yeah, sure. We are going to just take the top completely off when I do design. Let's go with a sport interior, and I feel like this is gonna, even though it's like a quote-unquote resto mod, we're just gonna go with like, I don't know. Yeah, let's say satellite navigation. That seems realistic enough. Electric variable steering. We're gonna have all the traction aids that we can because we're gonna need it. Let's say advanced safety from the 20s, the 2020s that is. Right, and then active sport suspension, all the good stuff there. Let's throw like a race preset on here. Surprisingly doesn't oversteer. I don't know how that's possible that this thing does not oversteer. We are getting brake fade though, but we can fix that. But surprisingly, it seems like this car, I mean, obviously has wheel spin issues, but that's to be expected. But it doesn't oversteer, which is shocking. What's the wheel spin isn't even that bad. Like 10% wheel spin, like that's, I mean, it's not good, but it's also not bad. So I'll just fix up a few of these issues, and then I will design it, and then I'll catch up with you once this is done being designed, and then we'll take it into BeamNG.drive and see how this thing performs. So I'll for you it's gonna be a few seconds, but for me it'll probably be several hours. But I'll see you then. All right, and here it is, the finished product. I tried to get it as close as possible to like the movie version of the car, just from what I could gather from like images online. It's not perfect. Obviously, there's some panel gap and stuff like that, but it's pretty good. I think it's pretty good. I mean, I couldn't get this to come all the way over. I'm not really sure how to do that. If someone does know, wants to let me know in the comments, that'd be pretty cool. But yeah, I'm pretty happy with the way it looks. I think it looks pretty close to that like C1 Corvette style. Obviously, it's very pink. And I did work out the brake fade issue. I've not yet driven it in BeamNG, and I'm sure it's gonna be awful because I mean it says like what's the final horsepower figure? Yeah, 4,334. It's gonna be a lot, I'm sure, to handle, but that's the point. I did end up naming it the Barbie Dream Car Oppenheimer Edition because of the immense power of the engine. So there it is. So let's take this into BeamNG.drive and see how this thing performs. Alright, here we are in BeamNG.drive in the Barbie Oppenheimer crossover car. What is going on here? Is the engine like sagging below the car? Is that what's going on? Is this gonna be able to drive? Uh-oh. Might have a problem here. Alright. The engine is somehow like sagging below the car. Like that's how much it like almost doesn't fit. Hopefully that does not create an issue, or else I'll have to go back and fix that. But here we go. I'm sure this is gonna be obscenely loud, so let's find out. Oh yeah. This isn't the traction control being a problem. I wonder if the engine is actually scraping the ground, or if that's just the wheel spin. Could also just be the wheel spin. I know there's a lot of wheel spin, but it is incredibly fast, even though the tires are spinning the entire time. Hopefully I'm be able to talk over this, because it is pretty loud. And we're gonna smash into the barrier there. Wow. Yeah, that's really fast. I wonder how much of that is the whole, like, the entire car is shaking. What is that about? Look at that. I don't know why the entire car is shaking like that. I wonder if I have to, like, make the engine, like, physically smaller in automation so it's not hanging out of the bottom of the car like that. I wonder, I don't know how that happened. Jeez. It is incredibly fast though. I mean, I got up to like almost 200 miles an hour. No problem in comfort mode. Here comes the tunnel. That's gonna be upsettingly loud. Oh jeez. What happened there? Alright. There's clearly some things I need to fix. So I think I'm gonna go do that, and then I will return to BeamNG.drive. Hopefully, I did not anticipate that being a problem. All right, let's go fix this, and I'll be back. Okay, so I have made the engine physically smaller, so it's not like scraping the ground anymore. But it still has a ton of wheel spin issues. If I keep it in sport mode, it's actually not too bad. But yeah, let's take it around the automation test track. Oh my, yeah. Let's take it around the automation test tracks. Let's just see what kind of lap I can put in this ridiculous Barbie machine. Alright. Let's go. Yeah, the body still shakes a lot. It still flexes quite a bit. Don't know if there's any way to really address that issue other than the fact that, look, it's got a, like a 16-liter quad turbo V12. It's gonna have some issues. But yeah, I mean, you keep it in sport mode, you know, you got a ton of wheel spin still, but it still drives okay. Obviously you're not gonna get a crazy speed run with the traction control still on, but it's manageable around a track, I feel. Just gotta be a little bit careful, that's all. Hopefully I can make it 2 laps around this track without blowing the tires. That was an issue I was running into when I was testing it out a little bit before I started recording this attempt. Let's see. I'm gonna have to like slam on the brakes super early, I feel. Oh my, yep, it's starting to lose control before I even get to the end of the straightaway. Obviously no like aero stuff to speak of here. No rear wing or anything like that, because this is, you know, based off a car from the 1950s. It was honestly never intended to have 4,000 horsepower, so yeah, that's why it's probably gonna be a lot more to handle. Like, I didn't want to put a rear spoiler on it and kind of ruin the vibe. But even without that rear spoiler, you know, it's I don't feel like this is gonna be a super quick time, just because I'm spinning the wheels like basically the entire time. But the fact that I have made it 1 lap, almost 1 lap, I'm not going to speak too soon, but the fact that I've almost made it an entire lap without spinning out or crashing is pretty impressive. I expected this car to be just terrible, but it's not good, but it's not bad either. Oh, here we go. That's not good. Alright, so we crashed a little bit, but I think it's mostly fine. God, this thing's so loud though. Of course it is. I mean, it's a 16-liter V12 with no exhaust. Well, there is an exhaust, but it's just a pipe. It's just straight pipes. What was that, a 2:39? Yeah, this is gonna be maybe the slowest time I put down in a car. Granted, it did crash, obviously, but still. This is not fast around a track. I will say, I did take it for a drag run earlier, and that is, that's gonna be the fun part, I think. And then when I take it off the car jump arena jump, I'm sure that's gonna be fun as well. But honestly, this is more of an exercise in how ridiculous could I make a car. This Barbie machine. I mean, we're gonna have to like 190 at the end of there before I have to like really start slowing down because I'm losing control of the car. This is definitely the most powerful engine I've built. It's like twice as powerful as anything I've built so far, I think. So I might stick this engine in like a different car in the future and see if I can make like a really like actually good fast car with like 4,000 horsepower. Be interesting to see. I have to check to see like what other cars can fit an engine this big, because I'm sure it's not gonna be many. I'm still shocked, by the way, that I was able to fit this engine in this car. I mean, obviously it barely fits. I had to like shrink it down just so it didn't like break the car when I'm driving it in BeamNG. But it's still incredible that it even fits in this car at all. Alright, this is where I crashed last time, so hopefully, I don't even know how I crashed necessarily. I didn't think I was going that fast, but here we go. Final lap of the two, going across the line. Had one little crash, and yeah, that's definitely my worst time so far. A 5:07. But of course, you know, wheel spinning the entire time. I think that's okay. So let's take this to the drag strip and see how fast this thing does on there. Okay, back at the West Coast USA drag strip, we're gonna face off against the same car as us. 4,000 plus horsepower in a Corvette C1 body. Let's see. Well, you know what? I'm gonna keep it on. I was gonna do it with no traction control, but I keep forgetting that I'm really bad at shifting in this game. There we go. That's so fast. We got up to 187 miles an hour at the end of the run there. 8.8 seconds. That's incredibly fast. Really, really fast. So yeah, not great around the racetrack, but in a straight line, it's gonna put down an incredible time. So yeah, let's see how far this thing can fly. All right. Oh my. It's always surprising whenever that engine starts. It's so insane. Okay, we're at the car jump arena. Obviously, last thing we're gonna do here today in this thing. Although, you know what? I think after I jump this, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do a high speed run just to see, because you know, 4,333 horsepower. I cannot iterate enough how insane that is. So we should do a high speed run of this car as well after this. But first things first, we have to see how far this thing can fly off of the car jump arena jump. So here we go. No traction aids at all. Slowly over the ridge there, so we're not flying off there. Tons of wheel spin, obviously. Let's see how fast this thing can go before we hit the jump. 258 off the jump. This thing is flying into the sand. Oh my god. Yeah. Yeah, that's insane. I mean, I guess I should have seen that coming, but oh my goodness. 260 miles an hour off the jump, and then into the sand, and then it falls gracefully. I guess not really gracefully, but it falls right into the pool at the end. That's insane. What a ridiculous car. Yeah, let's just quickly take this to the grid map. I'll see how far or how fast I can actually get this thing up to. All right, and then finally, we are at the grid map here, completely open space for me to take this as fast as it can possibly go. Actually, let me, because the miles per hour here, that's based off of your wheel speed. Let me get the airspeed thing on here so we can see actually how fast it goes. All right, now we have an official airspeed thing on there, so we can really find out exactly how fast we're going. Automation says the top speed was like 333, which would be insane. I know this obviously isn't the most aerodynamic shape because it's, you know, older body style. But I'd be curious just to find out how fast this thing can actually go. So let's just, no traction control, foot to the floor. Let's go. It's gonna take a while to get up to speed because there's so much wheel spin in every gear. But we're going 200 miles an hour now, and our tires blew out. Our tires could not go past. Let's try that again. I want to see what the threshold for that was before our tires gave out. It was 200 plus. Keeping an eye on the speedometer there. Yeah, it was like 227 before their tires deflated, which is insane for this car. I mean, that's gonna slide around a bunch. So yeah, that's what happens when you put the largest possible engine, put 4 turbos on it, and then stick it in the Barbie dream car. Over 4,000 horsepower. Obviously, I've said it, you know, how many times already, but yeah, that's my kind of take on what if the Barbie car had Oppenheimer power. And yeah, obviously I'm trying to, you know, capitalize on the memes, but this is what you got to do if you make YouTube videos. You gotta do stuff like this. But I don't know. This was crazy. Hopefully you enjoyed this. This was a lot of fun for me to make. I will be putting the mod for this in the description. So if you want to try this thing out yourself, mess around with it. Yeah, if you're gonna go, just let me know in the comments if you're gonna see one or both of those movies that are coming out this week, and if you're excited about them. And yeah, I got a few other ideas cooking as well. Obviously, I'm just gonna keep making videos in this game and probably some other car games as well. So look out for that stuff as well. If you like this and you like the idea of all that stuff that I just talked about, hit the subscribe button. Or don't. It's your life. I'm not going to tell you what to do. So yeah, I'll see you in the next one. Bye.